When the ad first aired in Belgium and France, people loved it. It was dark humor, but it was relatable. Once it reached English-speaking countries, the reaction changed.
Oh my God, why we always gotta be some wusses, bro? We got the most unsettling banned commercials by Visual Venture. Let's get it.
If I'm 10 years old watching TV and this advert comes on, I'm never watching TV again. That scared the shit out of me.
What? What the? I don't know what I just watched. I don't even have commentary for that.
I remember some of them what commercial did it for you? Scarring?
Yeah.
I don't remember one that scarred.
Was it Joe Jonas?
Joe Jonas?
Nah, it's not Joe Jonas. It's the other Jonas brother.
Jonas brother?
Bro, because Disney was like, he has diabetes. I was like, he has diabetes! And like, they brought it, they presented it like, this is it. Like, I was I was like, bro. Alright, I'm about to let y'all in on a little bit of lore. I had a little Jonas brother phase because I had nothing really to watch. And I was like, he dead! But he ain't. The show kept going.
I can't believe that's a real commercial.
This advert caused so much controversy because it created a craze in playgrounds in the UK.
It's genuinely scary. I can see why people said, yeah, that is distressing. I'm kind of distressed.
It's like some melted character.
Ads are meant to attract customers, but these ads did the opposite. They disturbed viewers so much the TV stations had to pull them off the air. These are commercials banned for being too disturbing. We won't just show you
greatest commercial of all time, and I'm your lady.
Late night ad commercials.
The world's greatest love song.
The footage will uncover the backstories behind each one and save the worst for last. The ad that was too weird to forget.
Too weird to forget.
In 1983, a company wanted to sell candy
Got it. Don't even know it. Never seen it.
to kids. To do that, they created a commercial. The main character was someone every child already knew, Humpty Dumpty. But the version of Humpty Dumpty that appeared in that commercial wasn't cute. It looked like something straight out of a horror movie. The commercial was for a candy called Kinder Surprise. It was an egg-shaped chocolate with a small toy hidden inside. The product wasn't new. Kids already loved it. To keep that success,
Is that the Who Are You Kid?
the small toy hidden inside. The product wasn't new. Kids already loved it. To keep that success going, Kinder wanted to launch a new ad campaign. They also wanted a mascot children would recognize instantly.
All the old dolls and stuff was just hideous. It's like, just ugly.
Oh.
Humpty Dumpty was the
What you say?
I said, oh.
You said, oh. What?
obvious choice.
That's
He was famous,
Humpty,
shaped like an
bro.
egg, and loved by children all over the world. But there was one major issue. Kinder couldn't legally use Humpty Dumpty.
okay.
Copyright laws blocked them from putting
That's
him
supposed to be
in the
Humpty?
commercial. They needed to create their own version. It could look like Humpty Dumpty, but it needed a different name. So they invented the Eggman. He was supposed to be friendly, but he turned out super creepy. One person described him as a fleshy man egg with childlike
they made it
features.
too
The Eggman
realistic.
had tiny eyes and an insanely wide mouth.
See, they make it uncanny.
With childlike
It's just-
features. The Eggman had tiny eyes and an
I don't even got to see the commercial. What you looking at me for?
What I say to you?
Huh?
insanely
Something
wide
wrong
mouth.
with you,
He
bro.
spoke in a high, squeaky voice. The biggest problem was how real he looked. The Eggman wasn't animated like a cartoon. He was a hand-built puppet controlled by a professional puppeteer. He
bad
blinked,
mistake
chewed, and
after
moved like
bad
a real
mistake.
human, but with the body of an egg. The result was disturbing on so many levels.
like he
Despite that,
evolved.
Kinder decided to put him on television. The Kinder Surprise commercial aired in
Somebody saw it and
1983.
said, yeah,
It began
that's
with the
it.
Eggman sitting on a wall. It was an obvious reference to Humpty Dumpty's nursery
Oh,
rhyme.
no, do we
Almost
fall?
immediately, the Eggman started shouting nonsense words.
Yibbo shaky. Me unscrabbly. Shaka doobie!
He unwrapped the Kinder Surprise and found the toy inside.
See, chat, y'all not in on what's making it so funny because Mikey said something crazy.
No, you
No,
in.
no,
you
no,
heard
no,
him say,
no.
"Oh,
No,
that's
no,
based.
no.
That's yeah, you in.
So
You
Mikey-
in.
Mikey said
No,
something
I didn't say
crazy.
nothing.
And
You
so-
muted and made covered your mouth.
Nah.
All this time, he
saw
was
it.
still speaking gibberish.
Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi-pump rubber dice! Oh, grobbly!
You're
His
evil.
excitement kept building. The Eggman waved his arms wildly. Then he lost his balance and fell backward off
Oh,
the wall.
no.
It was a direct nod to
Chocolate.
Humpty Dumpty's fall. all. The Kinder logo appeared, the commercial ended. It was meant to be silly and fun, but instead it came across as bizarre and unsettling. Not long after it aired, complaints started pouring in. Parents said their kids were terrified of the Eggman's creepy face. And it wasn't just a few kids, it was thousands. Eventually, TV stations had to act. After many complaints, networks stopped airing the ad. It was unofficially banned. Eventually, Kinder decided to pull the commercial completely. By then, it already had a reputation as one of the creepiest candy ads ever made. But that wasn't the end of the story. Decades later, the footage resurfaced on YouTube. People couldn't believe it was real. Overnight, the Eggman became a meme. YouTubers created parody versions. Fans even tried to translate his gibberish.
Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi pops will die.
The translation was obviously fake, but it captured what everyone thought. The ad was absolutely weird. Kinder tried to bury this ad. Didn't work. Decades later, it's still everywhere. Your personal information or...
Man, you know what's like weird? Before the internet, they was like, oh, you remove it. It's gone. And they didn't think. And then when the internet showed up, nobody was thinking about none of the past stuff. They're like, oh yeah, we ain't worried. Bro, the crap we did, that's long gone. Bro, nah.
That's why I'm so happy about Internet Archive. Because I hate, okay, this about to be crazy. This about to be crazy what I'm about to say. This about to be crazy. All right? I need to word this accordingly. Warner Brothers was racist in Looney Tunes, of course. However, it was amazing. It was hilarious.
You applauded for that?
No, I meant to do that. Because I know, because now look. Warner Brothers was like, bro, we are ashamed of our past. So they started deleting the old episodes of Looney Tunes.
But you can't delete it.
Internet Archive
here.
It's all, and it's satire. Like, granted, it's fucked up. Like, they got black jokes in there. Oh man, so what? That shit hilarious. I'm like, bro, this so fucked up. Don't even get me started. There's an Asian guy.
Yeah.
There's an Asian guy, and they were like, are you Chinese? He was like, no, I'm Japanese. And he showed the thing. It said, I am Japan. I'm Japanese, but it said made in China at the bottom. Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? 1 little 2 little 3, like, you know what I'm saying? Fucked up shit. But it was meant to be. It was funny. Like, they did black jokes, they did white jokes, they did everything.
I don't think it was meant to be that at that time.
But
it wasn't.
But they deleted. They're trying to delete the history. I'm like, bro, y'all was fucked up. But this some funny fucked up shit.
Up next is a commercial that made a joke about something people take very seriously.
Mesothelioma?
The ad that disrespected families.
Huh?
Sometimes the best way to advertise a product is to show someone using it, but a Belgian company called Zazu couldn't do that because their product was a condom. Obviously, they couldn't demonstrate that on TV. They needed another way to deliver their message, so they came up with a commercial that was meant to be funny, but the reaction wasn't what they expected. Instead of laughing, many viewers were offended. The commercial ended up being banned in multiple countries. Here's what happened. The ad was released in 2004. It stood out right away. Most condom ads at the time focused on romance or disease prevention, but Zazu went in a completely different direction. The ad opened inside a supermarket. The father was
the kid crying.
Birth control.
shopping with his young son. The boy slipped the bag of candy into the cart. The father removed it and put it back on the shelf. The boy frowned and tried again. Again, the father took it out. Realizing he wasn't getting the candy, the boy snapped. He starts having a full-blown temper tantrum. Other shoppers stared. The father looked embarrassed and defeated.
I saw this ad.
I don't remember this one just yet. I don't remember.
I saw that. I just didn't. Oh.
Then 2 words appeared on the screen. Use condoms. It was short, shocking, and unforgettable. When the ad first aired in Belgium and France, people loved it. It was dark humor, but it was relatable. Once it reached English-speaking countries, the reaction changed.
Oh my God. Why we always gotta be some wusses, bro?
See, that back to what I was saying about fucking, Looney Tunes.
No. Warner Brothers was different because they meant it.
Yeah,
they meant it. What you said was full of shit. You might find it funny now, but back in the
let's be real. So it ain't funny.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny then.
Yeah, they were fucked up people.
We talk about a condom ad. This was like, oh, use condoms. I get it. You know what I mean?
Critics said the message was inappropriate. They believed it mocked parenthood and portrayed children as a burden. Some labeled it disrespectful to families. Several broadcasters
See, that's some wuss. That's some wuss shit. Disrespectful to family.
Baby.
Hey, what the hell?
to air it. Before long, it was banned in several countries. But the controversy only made it more famous. People shared the ad on forums, blogs, and eventually YouTube.
You know
Many
what it
thought it was
was?
hilarious. It even won an
It
award.
was a time where early 2000s was like the last time where
Edgy was okay.
No. Where family, like having kids and creating families, was like
That was the thing.
like the most important. Like you can't that's why the disrespecting families. Back at that time, that's something they would do. Right now, niggas don't give a damn about
Children.
not having kids. Half these niggas don't want kids,
Bro,
And I don't.
so
You know what I'm saying,
expensive, bro.
Yeah,
This
bro.
shit
High as hell.
Man. Somebody bought merch.
Somebody bought merch.
Someone purchased Live, Dream, Succeed, Short Sleeve for $44.
Go ahead, get that InternetCity.store. Perfect time to tell you. You want this one. You want this one. You want to keep laughing. The City Boys, the Nostalgia Tee. InternetCity.store. Cop it before it's gone, because it won't be long. Bars. Let's get back
Award
into
for
it.
its originality. Despite the backlash, Zazu's Little Boy commercial became a classic. This next ad shows how a joke becomes dangerous when people take it literally. The ad that hit too hard. In 1992, a TV commercial went viral in Britain. People couldn't stop talking about it. Many even called it one of the funniest ads ever made. But then, kids started reenacting the ad in real life, and within weeks, someone landed in the emergency room. Suddenly, people realized the ad.
But the ad, bro, we gotta start ruling out. The content isn't the problem; it's the people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a kid, but you should be telling your kid, "Hey, don't copy what you see on TV."
I mean, you can't always catch that though, because you don't know what the thing with kids is, and you learn this when you're actually trying to raise them.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
You don't like they'll just pop up and start doing shit. Where it's like you can say don't do this, don't do that, learn this, learn that, but like a 5 to 8 year old will just pop up like, ha 6, 7. Where the hell did you learn that? You know what I'm saying? Like they just pop up out of nowhere, and you can say that's a bad commercial. Don't copy that. But then they're gonna see another one. This one's not a bad one, and then they'll start spamming that one, and you're like, that's low-key a bad one too. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's the what's the word for it?
The nuance.
Nuance. Yeah.
Ad wasn't just funny, it was dangerous. The story began with a drink called Tango Orange. It was basically orange soda, but the soda market was
I'm not defending this commercial because I've never seen it.
very competitive. Tango's biggest rival was Fanta, and Fanta was everywhere on TV and
Situational
stores
is what
and in
I was
almost
trying to say.
every fridge. Tango needed something bold to grab attention, so they hired a top ad agency. At the time, most ads followed the same formula. A person used the product, and suddenly everything in their life got better. Tango's team flipped that idea. They asked, what if drinking Tango didn't make you better? What if it shocked you literally? That became the concept. Tango's flavor was so intense that it hit you with an unforgettable punch.
Like
To bring that
Pop-Tart.
idea to life, the team created a strange new character. They named him the Orange Man. His job was simple: appear
The kids was running around socking each other. Tango. Twisted teeth. No way.
What you drinking right there, man?
What you drinking?
Oh, that's a Tango.
That's a Tango, man.
That's a Tango.
Yeah. What's the
You
problem?
like Tango soda, right?
Why are you touching me?
My fault. Look, what's that?
out of nowhere and slapped the person drinking Tango. Before settling on the slap, they tested other ideas. Originally, the Orange Man was going to punch the drinker. That was rejected as too violent. Next, they tried having him kick the person from behind. That was rejected too. Finally, they decided on a slap. It was risky, it was different, and soon it would cause serious trouble. They filmed the commercial and put it on TV. It began with 3 young men standing outside a corner shop. One of them cracked open a can of Tango and took a sip.
Hello, Johnny. I think we might use a video replay here.
The video rewound like someone reviewing footage on tape. This time, viewers saw what really happened.
Oh, yes, we could be in for a a quintessential tango taste sensation here.
As soon as he took a sip, the orange man ran up and slapped him on both cheeks. The drinker was shocked. The voiceover called it super taste sensation. Then came the tagline.
You know when you've been tangoed.
The ad was an instant hit. You know when you've been tangoed became.
It's like the fresh cut. When you get a
like
fresh cut,
G.
Like it cut, G. Ah, man.
A national catchphrase. Adults quoted it at work. Kids repeated it on playgrounds. Tango's sales skyrocketed. At one point, Tango outsold Fanta by almost 2-1. They obliterated their biggest rival. For the company, it was a massive win, but the win didn't last. Not long after the ad went viral, teachers noticed something alarming. Kids were sneaking up behind classmates and slapping them on both cheeks. Then they would yell, "You've been tangoed." At first, schools thought it was harmless fun, but the tango slap kept getting harder. One morning, Tango's advertising team got a call from a hospital. A surgeon was on the line. He said, "I thought you'd like to know that I did an operation on a child this morning with a damaged eardrum." When I asked him what happened, he said, "I got tangoed." The company's joke finally caused a real injury. Tango executives were horrified. If we're
That's a mean kid that slapped somebody way too hard.
Again. That ain't the company. Yeah. That's a kid. Ah, you've been tangled.
What I imagine, it probably was harder in a commercial, but what I imagine is a little, like you've been tangled, walking up, like, rupturing your eardrum is crazy.
Y'all know the, what is it, Pepe the Frog meme?
That's just straight up bullying.
Spread that their commercial was putting people in the hospital.
Oh my God, the rumor mill.
Destroy the brand. But it was too late. The story hit the news, and parents were furious. They accused Tango of glorifying violence. Schools across the UK started banning Tango from their premises. The company quickly pulled the commercial from television, but removing it wasn't enough. They still had to clean up the mess. Tango's team scrambled to recover. They still needed to advertise their drink, but they couldn't risk another scandal. So they made 2 new versions of the ad. In one, the orange man placed his hand on the Tango drinker's mouth and kissed it. In the other, the drinker saw the orange man coming and ran away. The team believed these safer versions would work just as well, but the public felt differently. The new ads didn't have the same impact. The original commercial, however, became legendary. People still remember it today. In the year 2000, the orange man ad ranked number 3 in Britain's list of the 100 greatest TV ads of all time. This next ad was supposed to inspire people, but it disgusted.
I'm not gonna lie, this might have been a situation where you gotta double down with funny. Like you might have to get some comedians in a room and like double down on the Tango Man with some comedy. Cause like you already viral, everybody know what it is. This is literally some one or a couple bullies that done rupture some kid. Nobody gets ruptured eardrums from a little playful, you've been tangled. You had to fire that fool ear off, bro.
You know what I think might be on here? What? Mayhem. I think it's Progressive. Or Allstate, the Mayhem dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
The ad too insensitive for TV. In 2002, Microsoft was preparing to launch the Xbox across Europe, but there was one major roadblock. At the time, PlayStation dominated the gaming world. To compete, Xbox needed a commercial that would shake things up, something that would make gamers take notice. Their team came up with an inspirational tagline, "Life is short, play more." It felt perfect. They even set aside about $50 million for the European launch, but when they turned that tagline into a commercial, it went terribly wrong. The ad was so controversial that even people who weren't gamers wanted it banned. The commercial opened in a hospital delivery room. A woman was in labor surrounded by doctors. She gave one final push, and the baby shot out of her belly like a missile. It smashed through the window and flew across the sky.
This is where that's from.
What?
We always see this in meme comes. We just didn't know where it's from, and it ends in, that date.
Then something unusual happened. The baby started aging as it soared through the air. He became a child, then a teenager, then an adult. There were close-up shots of his thinning hair and aging teeth. Through it all, he kept screaming. Finally, he crash-landed into a grave. Then the tagline appeared, "Life is short, play more." It was
I don't want to be reminded
Get out of here.
my mortality.
For Xbox?
Hell no.
Clearly dark humor, a visual metaphor showing how quickly life passes. But when the ad aired, viewers weren't inspired, they were disgusted. The problem was simple. People didn't like the idea of using death to sell video games. Authorities in the UK received more than 100 complaints. One was from a grieving mother who recently lost her baby. After weeks of backlash, the authorities ruled that the ad could not be broadcast on British television unless the ending was changed. Microsoft refused. They insisted that the message was positive. Life is short, so make the most of it. Rather than change the commercial, they pulled it from television completely. It never aired again. Still, Xbox didn't step away from edgy marketing. In the years that followed, their marketing team kept making controversial ads. This next ad was so bad, people have been talking about it for 40 years. The ad that terrified a generation. In 1978, a new horror movie was about to hit theaters. It was titled Magic. Like every film, it needed a trailer to build hype. And since it was a horror movie, the team wanted it to be scary. Very scary. But they went further than anyone expected. Magic was a psychological horror film. It was about a struggling magician named Corky. His career...
What's his name? From Silence of the Lamb. I can't think of his name.
was collapsing and he was desperate for something new. So he added a ventriloquist dummy named Fats into his routine. It worked. After adding the dummy, Corky became a success, but soon he sensed something was wrong. The dummy wasn't just a prop, he seemed alive. And worse, he was evil. In short, as the story unfolded, Corky slowly lost his grip on reality. For the movie trailer, the marketing team came up with a minimalist idea. No special effects or action scenes, just the evil dummy staring straight into the camera. That would turn out to be a very bad idea. The trailer lasted only 30 seconds. It began with the dummy emerging from the darkness. It had lifelike eyes and a devilish grin. The camera zoomed in while he
if that's what they bitches.
I was about to say wusses.
Hey, like, bro, what are we talking about?
Wusses.
recited a poem.
Abracadabra, I sit on his knee. Presto, changeo, and now he is me.
The poem went on for a while, but then he said the last line.
Bro, y'all so lame.
Magic is free. We're dead.
The dummy's eyes snapped shut. Then
weak.
Just before the commercial ended, they popped open again. Then the screen cut to black. The trailer was meant to get people excited for the movie, but it had the opposite effect. People didn't even want to see the trailer. TV stations received complaint after complaint. Parents said the dummy was giving their kids nightmares. Others claimed their kids ran out of the room whenever it came on. One viewer said the poem got stuck in their head. It didn't help that the trailer had no storyline. It was just a puppet staring straight at the viewer as if it were mad at the viewer. For children, that was too much. By late 1978, the backlash was impossible to ignore. Television networks banned the Magic trailer. They said they were protecting younger viewers from more sleepless nights. After the ban, the studio released a new trailer for the movie. This time it opened with a message. This special preview has been approved for all audiences. The first trailer didn't have that, so it was clearly meant to reassure everyone that this version was safe. Then it began.
When your heart begins to pound, when your mind begins to go, keep telling yourself, it's only a movie.
This time, the dummy appeared for just a few seconds. The rest of the trailer showed scenes from the actual film.
Weak. Yeah, that's weak.
Scary ass niggas.
That's super weak.
It's a horror film.
That's so weak.
You do magic too?
Corky does magic. I only do tricks.
It was spooky, but not horrifying for the people at the time. When Magic premiered, reviews said the movie wasn't nearly as scary as the trailer. One critic wrote, "There's nothing in the film nearly as terrifying as Fat's grin and that creepy little rhyme." More than 40 years have passed since that original trailer, and people still talk about it. Today you can find it on YouTube, and comments are filled with adults who still remember being terrified as children. Some even call it the scariest movie trailer of all time. This next ad got into trouble for being a little too realistic. The ad that corrupted young minds. In 2007, a game called Kane and Lynch was about to launch. It came from the same studio that created the game Hitman, but this one was far more violent. The two main characters were criminals. Kane was a ruthless mercenary, and Lynch was an unstable psychopath. The game followed
go with this
a ruthless mercenary, and Lynch
this long hair horrible hairline cut, bro. They always go with this.
Was an unstable psychopath. The game followed them through a series of brutal crimes and shootouts. When it came time to promote the game, the studio had one goal. They wanted the commercial to look cinematic, like a gritty Hollywood action movie, something raw, realistic, and intense. In retrospect, maybe that wasn't the best decision, because the ad they created was so disturbing it was banned almost immediately. The commercial began calmly.
From the creators of Hitman comes Kane and Lynch.
Then all hell broke loose. There was gunfire, screams, and sirens. Kane and Lynch didn't hold back. They took down anyone who stood in their way. It was 30 seconds of non-stop violence. The creative team thought they nailed it, but once the ad aired in the UK, the public reaction was a disaster. The commercial ran on just a few British networks. Within hours, viewers were calling the TV stations to complain. Almost everyone said that the violence looked too graphic. They pointed out scenes where characters were getting hurt. One close-up even showed a person's bruised face. Even the sound effects were an issue. There was a sickening crunch sound when one character was hit with a rifle. For many viewers, it was simply too disturbing.
Like we're not getting worse, we're getting softer through the list. It's like the list is getting the people's reaction to the commercials are getting softer as the list is supposed to get worse.
By the end of the week,
this is the UK that caused this problem, though.
The UK again?
Yeah, like
well, no, because one of them was America. It started over there.
Yeah,
in Europe and came to America. Yeah.
UK authorities received 26 complaints. That might not sound like much, but it was enough to ignite a national debate about how video games were corrupting young people. Even the TV stations that first aired the commercial apologized. The game studio tried to defend itself. They claimed the ad was misunderstood. Kane and Lynch was about two criminals trying to survive in a harsh world.
GTA was already out, was it not?
Not the one we know, but yeah. There are several GTAs out by the way.
That's what I'm saying. This is 2010. We like on past San Andreas. Leak.
The commercial was just showing that world.
I know GTA 5 wasn't out, fools.
They argued that given the subject matter of the game,
other GTAs, nigga.
The TV ad was not overly violent. They also insisted the ad was made for adults.
I think 4 was out. Yeah,
5 was 2013.
Yeah, 4 was out.
Not kids. But regulators didn't buy it. They ruled that the commercial was too graphic and too shocking to be seen in any medium. In plain English, it was too disturbing for TV. They also said it was likely to be seen as condoning and glorifying real violence. The verdict was final. The Kane and Lynch ad was banned from British television. It was one of the first video game ads ever pulled for being too violent. Up next is a commercial that people actually liked, but somehow it still got banned. The ad that was too crude. A company called Smart Beep thought they were finally getting their big break. They created a commercial that was set to air during the 1999 Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was arguably the biggest advertising event in the world.
Still to this day, I ain't seen no neighborhood like this, bro.
Oh, white picket fence?
To this day, I ain't seen no white picket fence ass neighborhood.
I think that's
on TV.
I think that's the Northerners, bro.
It gotta be. I've never, in the richest of the richest, the suburb of the suburb, the whitest of the white, I ain't never.
I think it's the northern, them northern folks.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be some places I ain't never seen.
1999 Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was arguably the biggest advertising event in the world. Millions of people watched every year. For brands, even 30 seconds on screen could lead to massive profit, but the price was steep. Back then, a 30-second Super Bowl slot cost $1.6 million. Smart Beep was ready to pay it. They filmed their ad and prepared for their big debut, but before it even aired, the commercial was banned. And it was all because of one bad joke. To understand why this ad even existed, you have to go back to the late 1990s. Back then, smartphones weren't common. Most people used pagers to stay connected. Here's how pagers worked. If you wanted to reach someone, you called their pager number. Your number appeared on a tiny screen on their pager. The person saw it, found a phone, and called you back. It was pretty simple. Smart Beep offered affordable pager plans. That was their business. To attract more customers, they decided to run a Super Bowl commercial. It was expensive, but if the ad landed, it could catapult their business. For the ad, they wanted a concept that was simple but but funny, and they got an idea. The commercial began with a man picking up a woman for a blind date. He walked her to his car and opened the passenger door. He went around to the driver's side. Right before he got in, the woman let out a loud fart. When he got in, he smiled awkwardly and said,
"You guys meet? Greg, Janice?"
We sure did.
Then came the punchline.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. I don't know how I saw this ad, but I remember it.
That was stupid.
Great.
This is smart. A beeper service for just $1.99 a month.
The joke was simple. Farting on a blind date was stupid. Signing up for a cheap pager plan was...
How? It's the flatulent, soft. It's soft. I promise you it's about to be soft. Bodily function. Soft. I bet.
We're getting worse. Like, we're not getting commercial worse. We're getting, like,
and then,
oh my God.
Also, like, the craziest part, people are now, like, forcing the triggering. Like, the trying to trigger people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the shorty I showed you yesterday. There's a white guy doing it. Like, he's the hard R. And they're like, bro, stop. Like, this not serious. And he's like, I am a serious hard R.
Anything for views, bro.
I'm like, dude.
It was short, fast, and funny. Exactly what most Super Bowl ads tried to be. Smart Beep submitted the commercial to Fox for approval. Fox was the network
Cap, I done heard some rippers.
airing the Super Bowl that year. That meant they got to decide which commercials aired. But when Fox saw the blind date commercial, they were anything but impressed. Fox executives felt the fart joke was too crude, so they made a surprising decision. The commercial was banned from the Super Bowl. For Smart Beep, it was a huge blow. Their big break disappeared overnight. But the story didn't end there. The ad eventually leaked online, and when people finally saw it, they were shocked it was rejected. Viewers pointed out the same thing. In the 1990s, Fox aired shows like In Living Color, The Simpsons, and Married with Children.
See? But they scared because now it's the Super Bowl and everybody's watching.
Bro, adverts are lame, bro.
Shows were notorious for their crude humor. So why was a simple fart joke suddenly off limits? The commercial went viral online. Years later, some Reddit users
but after pages are no longer a thing.
Yep.
They done lost, bro.
Bro, lost millions.
Called it the greatest TV commercial ever. Unfortunately, going viral didn't save Smart Beep. In the 2000s, people switched from pagers to cell phones. With fewer customers, the company eventually shut down. Their banned commercial, however, lived on. And today, it's remembered as one of the funniest Super Bowl ads that
I ain't gonna lie, if that was me, I'm finding the CEO of Fox at the time or whoever was over that.
Ass.
Oh, the worst way. Every which way but free. I was saying, do it big, boy.
Aired. This next case made history for all the wrong reasons. The ad that put viewers in the hospital.
What?
So far, we've covered ads that were disturbing, but this one didn't just
I just got a real shocker.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
upset people. It did something few ads have ever done. It triggered seizures. The commercial
Domingo, leave!
was from a car company called Citroën. They were one of the biggest car manufacturers in France. In 2011, they were promoting a new model, the DS4. It was sleek, modern, and futuristic. A car designed to stand out. The marketing team leaned into that idea. The ad's theme was rebellion. Everyone else said yes to the ordinary. But if you drove the DS4...
Hey, question, Domingo, you can't watch a 5-gum commercial? Why you laughing? Stop, fool. That's serious. I'm at, like, what set your epilepsy? I'm about to say polyarenism, but it's not that.
Or you weren't like everyone else, you stood out. It was a smart concept. The next step was to create a TV commercial, but what they created was a health hazard. The ad opened with a smooth voiceover.
It's easy to say yes. Can you work on Sunday? Yes, boss. Can you go shopping with me? Yes, darling.
After a moment, the voice asked,
how many yeses did you say?
That's when things got intense. The word yes started flashing on screen non-stop, which we won't show. In total, it appeared 304 times in just a few seconds. After the burst of visuals, the voice returned.
But what if, just for once, you say no?
The camera cut to the DS4 gliding along a road.
Y can fall.
The message was simple. Most people say yes to normal, but DS4 drivers don't. The flashing yes sequence was only a tiny part of the ad, but it was about to ruin everything. Trouble began the moment the ad aired in the UK. Within hours, stations received complaints. Viewers said the flashing made them dizzy and disoriented. Then the most serious reports came in. Several
That's why that one episode of Pokemon banned, boy. That episode of Pokemon, boy, fried them little motherfuckers.
Got them gone.
Boy, that shit was, bro. And like, I ain't gonna lie.
Why you said it like that?
Cause that's, boy, it's not them niggas. It's not them niggas. Way they, man. Okay, boy, imagine, bro. You a parent. You walk out of the kitchen. Jimmy, I got your beef stroganoff. And that nigga on that bitch breakdancing like, yo, my child. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit.
Viewers said the ad triggered epileptic seizures. The condition is called photosensitive epilepsy. It's a disorder where rapid flashing images can cause seizures. That meant a car commercial was now a real health hazard. Citroën quickly issued a statement. They admitted the situation was serious but insisted it wasn't their fault. They explained that the commercial passed every required safety test. One of those tests was designed to detect flashing patterns that could trigger seizures. It was called the Harding Flash and Pattern Analyzer test. The ad passed that test too, so technically everything was safe. If that was true, what went wrong? Authorities launched a full investigation. They retested the DS4 commercial using advanced tools. This time, the ad failed every test. That revealed a much bigger issue. The old safety checks weren't accurate enough. Regulators took action. They updated the standard safety tests, making them stricter and more precise. But for Citroën, it was too late. The ad was officially banned in the UK. The ruling was clear. The ad must not appear again in its current form. At least something positive came out of the chaos. Citroën's mistake helped make advertising safer for everyone.
Bro,
Shock value sells.
Lightning in the back of that bitch. Oh, bro, there was a kid that just saw that motherfucker just went to fucking spazzing. Come on, bro. Let's be so fucking for real. It's a spectrum. Gotta be careful of all like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wait, why you laughing? I'm being serious right now. Why you
My fault.
Wait, why you laughing?
I don't know.
I'm being serious.
For a second, but trust, that takes years to
Bro,
build.
you fucked up, dude.
Me.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty. The egg. What who he look like? What you said he looked like, Aaron? What you muted and said he looked like?
But like I was saying though, back to how long?
Right.
Cause I was going, man. You made me forget my thoughts.
Right.
Like you lying.
I'm
shit.
evil. But he muted and said the egg looked like.
Why you lying?
Exactly. I'm not lying.
And seconds to destroy. So before you do something just to stand out, ask yourself, how will people remember you? Visual venture.
BW video.
Bro,
they don't audience for them ads.
They gonna remember Mikey as the bad guy.
Okay.